It's not bad. Oh, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Do we want to light on?
No, you look pretty just the way you are, Samuel. I think the darker it is, the better we look. Uh, we'll wait a couple of minutes. Is there anything new that you want to share? Anything like personally that you want to share? It's your wife's birthday today.
Oh yeah,
Happy birthday.
Is May 12th, my dear wife's birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
One day after Mother's Day. What did you do for Mother's Day? Anything? No?
I did an unboxing of a monitor.
Well, that works. Yeah, I actually went to a new, so my wife wanted to go out and get something to eat. We got her a card. My son and I got her a card. And then we went out to eat at a place called Giada's.
Where's that?
It's in Studio City here in California. And really good. It's like an Italian deli. So they have some really amazing sandwiches.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've been there.
Well, if you haven't been there and you're in the Studio City area, please check out Giada's. Art with Michelle. Well, thank you. And happy Mother's Day to you or your mom or, any of your friends' moms. We appreciate you being here. What is it, 11 yet? No. So we can't say anything yet. We'll just
How many people we got? 2.
Right now it's Art with Michelle.
Oh, hi, Michelle.
Very nice day with Art with Michelle. She's from California. Oh, she's in the Midwest. Ooh, where in the Midwest are you? I'm from the Midwest originally.
Is Ohio in the Midwest?
Yeah, I think that's considered the Midwest.
I went to school there in near Cleveland.
Well, that's not my fault.
Kent State.
Oh, Kansas City, Missouri. I used to travel to Kansas City all the time. That was my go-to whenever I had some time off. Head out to Kansas City and just kind of enjoy the nightlife when I was a young buck.
A young buck.
She lives right by the stadium. I was a big Kansas City Royals fan for a while, so I would go. We'd make the trip up to Kauffman Stadium all the time and watch a baseball game. But I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. So we didn't have a professional team. So exo de facto, Kansas City was the team. But that's cool. She lives right next to the stadium.
Mutual of Omaha.
I did work for Mutual of Omaha.
Kingdom.
That's right. That's right. It is a wild kingdom. All right, it's 11 o'clock, so let's start. We don't have a ton to talk about, but it's really big news. This has really been a good couple of weeks, I would say. Because this is the first time we haven't done it. We used to do this weekly, but now we're doing it bi-weekly.
Yeah, I see it's really taking effect. Michelle, thank you so much for being with us. Looks like we're having our own little private tete.
Yeah, she. Well, now there's 8 people, but she's asking if we're doing BTS today. We can't do any live reactions, although that would be interesting to try, because they may just block it outright. But that would be interesting to try, though. Who is Jin Wick? Jin Wick.
Wiki.
No, it's an exclamation point.
I gotta get glasses.
You know what? I'm not even wearing mine, and I got that. But good news, though, Michelle, is we are doing. We have a big BTS reaction coming up very soon. In fact, Sam and I are going to be recording a BTS reaction video right after we're done with this, and we're very excited about it. Drop Top Miov. Ooh, he's an action actor. All right.
What
Hello,
country is he
Hoodoo.
from?
What's that?
Where, Alex, where is, no, not Ab, Mary, Where is Jin from? Is he Korean?
Jin is action actor. It's not the famous BTS Jin. Well, we appreciate you, Michelle. Yeah, definitely check it out. It'll be very soon here.
Thanks, Michelle. Looking good, babe.
And let us know if you have any recommendations for BTS stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Bangtan. Uh, yes.
Yeah. Aren't we gonna do Bangtan real soon?
It's a surprise, dude.
No, shoot.
What are you doing?
Being my usual
Oh
self.
my gosh. No, and I know that there's a lot of Jin stuff that we haven't done yet as well. So yeah, we'll do some more solo stuff from the guys until they, put out some new stuff, which would be amazing because, Sam and I came in as BTS army members, if you will, when they were in the military. So I still think, are they still in the military? A couple of them at least, right? Are they all out? I don't even know.
I don't know. How long do they spend in the military there?
Yeah, it's at least, it's
usually 2 years.
at least 2 years, I would imagine. But yeah, BTS Gen. Anyway, so we would love to see some new stuff because all the stuff we get to do is stuff they already did. So you guys are familiar with that. But I'd love to. I really can't wait for Sam and I to do something new from them. But
yeah.
But if you have any recommendations of BTS stuff you'd like us to do, let us know. He's doing a live on Monday, 17th, 4 a.m. Eastern time. Oh my! So that's what 1 a.m. for us. What is Jin doing? Is he doing like a concert somewhere? He must be doing a concert, huh? That's cool. So the other thing I wanted to talk about while we speak here with Mary is we had a really big week. Sam and I crossed 50,000 subscribers.
What a shock!
Which was incredible and shocking. And, had you asked us that was going to happen when we started this channel last year, we would have said highly unlikely.
Yeah, because in the beginning, I would have thought, we're not going to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. But apparently, the 50,000 people are gullible enough to join us.
No. Well, I think it's because, we are literally fish out of water when it comes to music. So we got into this whole music reaction just by chance because we started doing movies and trailers and things like that because we're producers. And that's business. Something, TV and film, and that was kind of our forte. So we started it that way, and then we got into music. So, album release, Echo. Oh, okay.
Thanks, Mary.
Well, we'll write it down. Sam's always up at like 4 a.m., 2 a.m. So yeah, he'll
kind of, yeah. I have trouble going to sleep because I want to stay awake as long as I can to get as much done in life, and then I'm exhausted the entire next day. Which I got to fix this.
Yeah. Kulsum Fatma Khan. It's 11:35 in India. Well, we appreciate you coming in,
12 hours,
hanging out with us. So we crossed 50,000 subscribers. It was a very big moment for Sam and I. We're very, very appreciative of all of you, especially you guys here with us right now, talking to us. Echo releases on Friday.
We love you guys.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us.
We do love you guys. And what was the other thing? Oh, so we want to talk about what's coming up. So I know, like recently, Sam and I have discovered P-pop, which is the Philippines version of, I guess,
through stumbling onto Missioned Souls.
Right.
And I was blown away by their covers and their musicianship.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, we learned about a band called SB19. And Mission Souls was our very first producer's pick video that we ever did. Mm-hmm. SB19 was our second producer's pick.
By chance.
Yeah. And then now we have a third one coming up pretty soon. So you guys should check that out. But anyway, I wanted to say, really, the reason I got into it is because I wanted to say thank you to all the people from the Philippines who have chimed in and subscribed and guided us through that music scene. And we're very, very thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry. What else do we need? Oh, so we will be doing some more SB19 for all you SB19 fans out there.
Yeah, I wrote down every one I could find of the dozens and dozens of suggestions, and a lot of them overlap.
Yeah.
But we're working on it. Our list is so long.
It's huge.
It's
huge. It's huge.
So, but we'll get to them eventually.
We will.
Someday. Probably not.
No, we will.
Yeah.
So what we're working on this week in particular is like some stuff from BTS, SB19, a mystery band we won't tell you about, more Mission Souls.
Do I know the name of that band?
You likely, even if I told you yesterday,
I wouldn't remember.
You wouldn't remember.
No, I wouldn't.
I could do a first time reaction with you like 3 days in a row of the same band. Wait a minute. And you'd probably give me the same reaction. It would be pretty funny.
I wish
it's a mystery band. I'll tell you that this is why it's fun to do first time reactions. I love seeing, especially you, because not only are you, I would consider you a music expert, being that was your profession for a very long time.
Yeah, way back on another planet.
Certainly more than me. Both my parents were professional musicians for many, many years, but I didn't get into it. But you did. So I love bringing these bands to you to get your opinion. As of course, I don't know who they are either, but I love hearing your side of it, because there are some things that I'm like, oh, all right, wow, Sam really does have useful knowledge.
Okay then.
It's all love. It's all love.
Get away from me.
Right. What else was there anything else that we wanted to talk to them about today?
We can go back to all the suggestions we got. I got a list here somewhere. I just have to find it.
I want to ask, is there anybody here? Are you guys open to doing any Bollywood song today? Yes, of course.
We got a list of those too. I just have to call it up here.
We do have a ton of Bollywood stuff that's on the docket that we really want to get to. But there's only there's only two of us doing this, so it's tough to get to everything.
The Khan's Emperor of Bollywood, SRK, right? We're really
Shah Rukh Khan, yeah. Anything with Shah Rukh Khan, we have a feeling is probably. Yes, and we probably have that list copied and pasted into our to-do list for sure. And we appreciate it when you guys do that. That really helps us a lot when you give us specifics, especially when it comes to like Indian music or Bollywood music. It really helps us, because that I would say is probably the hardest one to do research on and figure out like what to do, because most of the time we can't tell if it's a music video or if it's from a movie, and if the person that's singing or acts like they're singing in the music video is actually the singer. Because Devani Bhanushali, I think is her name. It's one of the last ones we did.
I can't handle languages I don't understand pronunciations.
Yeah.
I mangle Hindi like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, which is why I always have you go first.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, but I didn't think she was a singer, but she is a singer. She is a singer. So she sang the song that we just did.
Should we do Agnipath, Bollywood,
Agnipath?
Masala, movie starring Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah, you see, I can't say it.
So they want us to do movie trailers too. That would be interesting.
Yeah. Movie trailers.
Devani was actually both the singer and main lead in that song. Yeah, right, exactly. So she was the actress and the singer in that, and which I found fascinating because that usually isn't the case whenever we watch stuff, and we always find out after the fact, of course. So
cool song. I'm sure I have your suggestions in here, and they're on the list. It's a very long list, so be patient or come help us.
Yeah. Hassan Khan, I have a question for you. So do you want us to react to the entire movie, Pathan movies, or the Jawan movies, or just some of the like music beats inside those movies? I'm curious about that.
Cool. Are we pronouncing your name right? Kulsum? Kulsum? I don't know. Let's see.
Just full movie reaction. Okay. Yeah, we've thought about doing that. Full movie reactions, Bollywood movie reactions. I think that would be interesting.
Didn't we do his bio or something?
We did, but it wasn't like a full movie reaction. Like watch the movie and react to it. That would be fun. I dig Bollywood movies.
Yeah.
Isn't Jawan one of the? I'm probably saying that wrong, but isn't that like one of his Shah Rukh Khan's? It was Shah Rukh Khan was in that, right? And that was one of like the big ones, like a really big movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes. So we will be doing a lot more Indian, Hindi, Bollywood. I think somebody even said there was like Tollywood, all kinds of woods that we should do. But
so Jawan and Pathan are on the list now. Okay.
They're on my list already.
Oh, well, I'll put them on mine too.
Yeah, I actually remember that. I remember that suggestion.
Yeah.
I have that on.
A song called Wish, W-I-S-H.
Nope, that is a band. We did Wish already.
No. We did?
Yes.
I'm shocked.
It's a girl band.
Oh, is that the one with the girls?
Yes.
I get it now. That's fine.
See? They are all first-time reactions.
Even if we've seen
Even if you've already seen it. Oh.
Well, thank you, Kulsum.
Devdas is one of the classics of Shah Rukh Khan.
I got to talk about Indian dance.
Please react to Bad Tamiz. Shah Rukh Khan's 90 songs reactions to I have suggested you long time ago. I tell you what, can you send us that again, Hassan? That would be great. Those 90s songs from Shah Rukh Khan.
You know, I just realized something. I don't get all the comments that you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's the last one. Right there.
All right, never mind. But I want to talk about dance.
Chaya. Yeah.
I am so blown away by Indian and Hindi dance. It's so out of this world from Western dance.
Yeah.
That it's like unbelievable. I don't know. I can't express. I just have this real connection with it, and I love watching it.
Well, I remember when we did
do it. But
we did the Stree 2. Remember Stree 2?
Of course.
And I can't remember the female actress, the lead in that, but I remember you were smitten by her. But it was a big production because I think it's a comedy horror film or supernatural film.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Because all the guys were really funny. But Oh, thank you. I'm sure we pronounced it correctly on accident or by accident. But thank you. We'll take the compliment for sure. Um, yeah, I think it was a supernatural film, and that was one that was recommended too. They said to go back and do the first Street movie. We did Street 2, one of the songs from that, and they said we should go check out Street and do some songs from that.
I'm up for that.
Um, so yeah, we'll do that as well. Kulsum Fatma Khan.
Can I just call you Khan? No, I'm sure you guys get a lot of
Star Trek. Is that what
Star
you're
Trek
doing
references. I just love that movie
Well, my nephew's name is Khan. My nephew's name is Khan.
Yeah, which one?
He lives in Turkey.
Oh, Sema's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
He lives in Turkey.
Cool.
Yep. Fatma is fine. Okay.
I can do Fatma.
And actually, you know what's funny is my brother-in-law's wife is called. Her name is Fatma.
Fatma.
Yeah, Fatma.
Sorry, which one is it, Fatma or Fatma?
Well, does it really matter?
This person knows.
As long as we're in the realm, we're okay.
Thank you, guys.
What else? What else do we need? I thought there was something else we were going to say today. We were going to talk to them about. I cannot remember.
Drawing a blank as usual.
I don't know. I can't remember. Do you have any more Hollywood stories? That's another thing we get too, is people love hearing about our Hollywood stories.
What was the one I told you the other day?
It was surely William Shatner.
No.
Yeah, it was. And
Although
then,
I've had a couple run-ins with him.
Yeah, and then the other one was oh gosh, what was his name? Seinfeld guy.
Seinfeld guy?
Not Seinfeld, but the writer.
Larry David.
Larry David.
Okay.
So you already told that one.
You guys wanna?
You already heard there. You already told that one.
I did
Twice. Yes.
That's why he's here to help me remember what I'm doing.
No, that's what you did last time. You did Shatner and you did Larry David. Shah Rukh Khan energy is just unmatched inspiration to millions of people's global star react to 3 decades of Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan.
He's amazing.
Squad channel. It's real on moving train without any support. Oh. Have you ever listened to Dimash? Yayojic said he is the very famous singer from Kazakhstan. Highly recommend. All right. No, we have never listened to Dimash. If I'm saying that correctly.
How do you spell that?
Dimash. He's from Kazakhstan.
What was that after the N?
A Dimash. Dimash.
Oh, M. Got it. Hey, you guys, what's going on between India and Pakistan? I'm kind of curious. Anybody know what the latest is on that? Because there's just too many wars going on in this world.
Well, let's try not to talk about any of that. Let's not talk about that.
Okay, never mind. I didn't ask that question. I'm not even here.
That's the world is what it is. It
Yeah.
stinks in a lot of places, which is why we love doing what we do, because it's entertaining people and you know, at least it gives 2 or 3 minutes of hopefully it's happiness.
Yeah, what I enjoy about us,
Yeah,
is that we go out of the way to try to make people happy and to enjoy themselves at our expense. Which is fine.
I will say this. Well, this is something I think is important. It does. Dimash, it's a song. SOS, it's a song. Well, here's the funny thing. So, like, before I became a TV producer, I was an IT guy.
What is
Can
that?
people hear that?
Yes, of course they can hear that.
Who do you think's doing it? Who do you think's doing it right
Well,
now?
why don't you mute that?
I can't mute it.
Mm.
Anyway, so I used to be like in IT. I was a computer science major
Yeah.
at college. So once I did that, I got into the tech space, and I just hated it. Like it was so boring. So Sema, stop doing that. Sorry, guys. Just getting a lot of stuff
She's
right
a
now.
one of a kind, I'll tell you that much. We love her.
So, but I was doing it. I was making a lot of money, but I was just so bored. It was just not. I was not happy. I wasn't happy, and that's why I came to LA, was to pursue my love of acting and entertainment. And even though I lost all that money I was making really good money.
Yeah.
I was making like $10 an hour at E Entertainment as a library assistant. That's where they kept all the media that they shot, and producers would come down and need some of these footage, and I would check it out to them. But I was making like $10 an hour. But I couldn't have been happier. I could not have been happier. And I think that's what the entertainment industry does, is it makes you happy.
Yes.
And I even the long hours, because you probably have heard a million times the long hours that people work in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, I'm still happy doing video editor as well as a producer. I worked on a lot of award shows.
Yeah.
And we would be up all night trying to get what just happened out on the air as fast as possible, and it was exhilarating and exhausting at the same time.
Yeah.
Atya is here.
Atya, good to see you again. Hi. This one says, please check out Mappa by SB19.
Mappa.
First Take. They are the group who sang Damn. Yes. I think that is on my list. I think I have that on the list. We really appreciate you guys, because it's never easy to dive in completely different world. Well, you got that right. But that's why I think we love it so much, is because it's so different. And especially when we talk about Bollywood, it's so different, but it's so like amazingly like happy and energetic, and it's the colors are just popping, and I don't know. I think there's something about it that I love it. I love it. You have to watch 2003 Devdas movie. Shah Rukh Khan, one of the most brilliant acting by Shah Rukh Khan is director Sanjay Leela Bhansali. SLB is known for his epic sets. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be great.
Has Shah Rukh Khan tried anything in the U.S., the Hollywood stream? Because I think he would be really interesting. He's really nice to listen to, too.
I think he's been approached, if I remember correctly reading this, is that he has been approached to kind of do some stuff here, but he doesn't want to do it. He wants to do it just in India.
I remember now. Sorry about that. I retract my question.
But but that's why I think a lot of people like him so much, too, is that he's really trying to help that industry in India.
Kudos.
Absolutely. Oh, it was screened at Cannes in 2002.
Mm.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. Yeah.
I don't like watching heartbreaking stuff. I get a little emotional. You can look at some of the stuff we've done, and it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, but we wear our hearts on our sleeves. We can't help it.
It's bad when you can't actually speak because you're crying so hard.
Yeah, I know. Well, I remember the last one we did, because I couldn't, my voice wasn't working. Thankfully, Sam's was kind of working, but I couldn't say a word. Are
we talking about Ronan?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay.
If you guys are into seeing grown men cry, go watch our Ronan reaction from Taylor Swift.
Right. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
All right. Well, we will do that. We will do that, Hassan. We will do that. It's funny because my father-in-law's name is Hassan.
Is he? Yeah, never mind.
Hassan.
Yeah, he was a general, right?
No, but he was
Like a major, a colonel,
I don't remember.
a big guy in NATO.
He taught like yeah he taught like other soldiers from other countries
Cool.
how to do certain things in NATO. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good for a good love story. Sure, why not?
Tragic love stories are not my
Did you put that
go-to.
down? Did you put down Is it Devdas? Is that how you say it?
What is it?
Dev Devdas.
I thought I did. Let me see here.
I'd look, but I'm always afraid to like accidentally like kick people out. Let me see if it's on. I might already have that on the list. No, I don't.
How do you spell that
I
again?
do have chaya.
What? Don't mumble.
We are getting to all of them as fast as we can. I promise we will get to at least one or two of them.
Oh, there we go. That does.
Yeah. It's DEVDAS. DEV, yeah.
Oh, it's a V. Okay.
It's a V.
Sounds like a Doctor Who villain.
We are waiting for your fun reaction. Well, we hope it's fun. It's usually, I don't know if you guys enjoy when Sam and I try to actually interpret things. It's usually pretty bad. It's usually pretty off. We do hit it once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
But I do like that segment because your interpretations are so different than mine. Oh, Doctor Who. Are you somebody wearing a Doctor Who? Are you wearing a Doctor Who?
No, I said that.
Oh.
I said it sounds like a Doctor Who villain.
It does. All right. Well, I don't know if I have anything else. Did you have a Hollywood story? I know that's where we got confused there.
I can't remember which one it was.
Well, no. Do you have a new one that you want to share?
I knew. I don't.
Well, you're right.
Let me think about it.
Oh wait, I have one.
Oh, go ahead.
So there was a time when I think I was even in this story. I was happy. I became happy when I went into the entertainment industry.
Me too.
So moving forward, I became an associate producer for a show at E Entertainment. If any of you are familiar with E Entertainment, probably not. Maybe some of you are. But I used to work there we did entertainment news and we did specials. And I was working on this special with this executive producer who I'd never heard of. He just kind of came in off the street and took over the show, and we actually did a really good job. It was a really nice show. And at the end of it, he told me, he was kind of like sat us down on a table and was telling us what we did right, what we need to work on, kind of thing. It was just some positive criticism about how we did. So he said I did really, really, really excellent. He goes, you did a really good job, and I'm everything you did. I asked, you did it great. The one thing you need to work on though is he goes, you're not. You didn't start in the industry, I assume, right? And I go, yeah, that's correct. I used to be an IT guy. He goes, I can tell because you don't brag about yourself. He goes, where are you from? You like the Midwest somewhere? And I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, I can tell. He goes, because I know Midwestern people don't like to brag about themselves because usually it's about the work. The work speaks for itself. He goes, but don't think that's the way it works here in Hollywood. He goes, brag about yourself. He goes, you have to do a better job of bragging about yourself.
I heard the same thing.
And
when I got in, because I used to be a musician before I got into TV and film. So.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, I found out that this guy, this executive producer who I hadn't heard of ever at the time, ended up being he was an actor. He had been in some really big movies. He is a partner with Jeremy Renner, one of the Avengers, Hawkeye. He's a business partner of his.
Yeah.
So kind of a big guy, and the fact that I got to work with him and then get this kind of information from him was priceless. Because now, even though it's still hard to talk about myself, it's one of the best pieces of advice I ever got. If you do something good, be proud of it. Tell people about it. Don't feel like you gotta like not talk about it, and because sometimes you can feel like you might be a jerk.
I was
But
embarrassed to
not.
do that,
I know, me too.
but then they would drag it out of me, and I was like, all right, okay. I worked with
Thank you,
William
Atya.
Shatner, and I worked with Ray Liotta, and all these
Yeah.
other guys. God rest his soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, Atya is a Doctor Who fan along with me, and I have a question. Anybody here who's a Doctor Who fan? Who's your favorite
Bye, Hassan.
Doctor? Who's your favorite Doctor?
Ooh. I don't know. That's a good one.
Thank you, Hassan.
Yep. Thank you, Hassan. We'll see you soon. It was very insightful of him, Atya. I agree. It was very nice to get that kind of insight, for sure. And it was. I do have another story.
I'm all ears.
So when I first came out here, I was acting. And
was an actor.
usually what you do in between while you're acting, you do background work. So all the it's like the crowd or the person in the cafe while there's a scene going on with the
guy at the bar.
the guy at the bar. And I did get I got my first voucher. My first voucher. You got to get 3 to become a SAG member. So I got my first voucher on a show. What was it called? Oh man, and I can't remember her name either. Anyways, it was a TV show, and I think it was either a Disney or a Nickelodeon show. Mm-hmm. And back in the day when I was doing this, I had long, like curly surfer hair.
Really?
I did, and that's why they cast me.
I used to have long hair too.
Yeah, so they cast me as I was a student at this cafe where all these students hung out. And so they picked me and they said, hey, so I need you to start over here on this, they put a piece of tape down, marker, and I want you to walk across the scene that we're shooting with, and I cannot remember her name, the main actress, and she's having a conversation with one of the main actors. I want you to walk by. So I do have a really good shot of me walking in the door of this cafe and walking across, and the camera follows me, and then it lands as I walk past them, it lands on the actors. And that was my very first SAG voucher. And I thought, holy beep, I've made it, dude. I've made it. Never got the third one, though. I got 2 vouchers overall, never got the third one.
Is that when you get Taft-Hartley'd into a union?
The SAG.
Yeah. It's an act, not an act.
Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Thing that you get, which allows you to work.
It's a union.
In the union.
So yes, exactly. So everybody was always fighting for that. Definitely want the long hair picture. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, I'll find a picture and I will put it up. I will put it up. I will post it on our community tab.
I have to answer this question for Atya.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, I started watching it in the early
60s,
70s. I'm not that old. Anyway, the first 2 or 3 Doctors were okay, but I think the definitive Doctor of all time is Tom Baker, who was hilarious, funny, charming, and really kooky. And if you look him up, he was the amazing Doctor. And his series was so good, even though it was really done cheaply with cardboard aliens and all this other stuff. Yeah. But it didn't matter. The stories were riveting. So Tom Baker.
Yeah, I tell you what, I grew up on Doctor Who way back in the day too, and it was in the 70s, of course, but I can't remember his name. but he was the first doctor I ever met, and it was or ever saw, and it was kind of like that. It was cheap. It was so cool, but it was cheaply done.
When was this?
It had to be like mid to late 70s. But I
It
used to
wasn't Tom
watch.
Baker's
I used
name?
to. I don't remember who it was, but that's when I fell in love with Doctor Who, and then I came back into it. Tried to get back into Doctor Who when, and I can't remember this guy's name either, but he was. Do you ever watch the second Thor movie?
Was it him?
It kind of looks like him. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Baker.
Kind of. I don't recall. But the second Thor movie, the guy that plays the dark elf leader in the second Thor movie, he was the doctor at one point.
Oh yeah,
And I came back into Doctor Who with him, and I loved it. So I thought he was great. I just can't remember his name.
There's another doctor whose name escapes me right now, but he was popular in like the early 2000s, and he's an actor that's been everywhere now. He's been in a lot of movies. I can't remember his name, but he was good. I liked him. So what else? Oh, stories, huh?
Oh, I have another story.
Oh, really?
I
Three in a row?
I do. Well, if you haven't thought of one.
All right.
David Tennant.
Yes, David Tennant.
David Tennant's great too. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Thank you, Atya.
So I did. So when I came out to do acting, I did. Well, I have a couple stories, but I'll just tell the one. This was another, but this is another one that made me feel like I was going to be a star. So I came out to LA. I went to a school called the New York Film Academy.
I know.
And New York Film Academy was right on the Universal Studios lot.
Oh yeah.
So we got to go to school.
Still is
on the Universal Studios lot. Well, their building is outside now.
Yeah.
Closer to
right
Warner
next
Brothers,
door.
actually. Right. And but we were on the lot, and we got to do all of our filming, all of our acting, everything in the back lot of Universal Studios Hollywood.
Wow.
Which was amazing, and especially for a kid who grew up in the Midwest, and this was all La La Land. So I got to do that, and then in one of the films that we were shooting down there, I was the lead. I was a cowboy, and did some scene. I don't remember what it was. It was supposed to be like a breaking the fourth wall kind of thing. But we had like a gunfight, and I shot somebody, and they fell, and then I shot this person, and I saved the girl. And just as we had finished, someone called cut, and that's a wrap. A trolley from the back lot pulls up and is watching us, and I'm like,
we'll tell what the trolley is.
Oh, the trolley is the backlot trolley where people who go to Hollywood, Universal Studios Hollywood, they get to go around the back lot and learn all about the.
It's like a tram.
Yeah, it's like a tram. So they stopped, and the director that was doing it at the time said, "Hey, why don't you go up and ask if anybody wants your autograph?" I was like, "What?"
Did you?
So I did. I went up there with all the actors. Went up there. We're like. I acted like I was somebody. I clearly was not. And so I actually have a picture of me signing somebody's whatever it was, signing my autograph, and I'll put that up too. It's a really fun moment that I had. But at that point, I was like, "Is this really what it's going to be like? This is awesome! I just got here." Didn't pan out though.
No. But you know what? And this is panning out, and we love ourselves. Wait, that didn't come out right. What? Yeah, we love doing what we're doing, and you guys are the coolest. And so we really appreciate you being with us. If I can only speak. English is not my first language.
No. We make sure that that's apparent. Matt Smith. Who's Matt Smith? Is he another one?
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor. He's 10.
Who was 10? Is David Tennant to 10 or Matt Smith? Because I don't know who Matt Smith is. Was he the blonde guy?
Well, you're so sweet, Atia. Thank you.
Oh, that would be nice. Thank you so much, Fatma.
I tell you what, yes, we would. Hey, I'll be happy to autograph anything for you. I got it down to a science too. That was one of the things we had to do.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
practice our signatures.
Mine looks like scribbly scrabble.
Yeah, it looks like a chicken did it. Uh,
I used to try to
Christopher
write it really
was
nice in
9.
script, and then I was like, everybody else is just going, and I'm
Yeah.
like, my wife's signature is basically just a wavy line. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
the only thing that's discernible on mine is an S. The rest is just looks like I had a stroke.
could be.
uh, Christopher Eccleston was 9. David was 10. Matt Smith. Wow, Atia is a big time Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, big time.
Just give me Daleks and I'll be happy.
There's this one doctor who was after Tom Baker, and he was really cool too. His name was something or other Sullivan, or was it Sullivan or Sylvester? Sylvester. Anyway, he's cool. He had his own outfit, and it was really cool.
Yeah. Don't know. I'm not too up with the what? What about it?
It's not connected to anything.
We're not connected to anything. I hope you don't have the mic on.
No, it's
Oh.
not on
Oh,
anything.
good.
Why am I wearing this?
I don't know why you're wearing it.
I didn't know we weren't using our.
Well, no, that's the mic.
Sometimes I don't know where
Yes,
I am.
exterminate. Exactly.
I don't know when I am or where.
That's right. I used to have a ton of Doctor Who T-shirts that I used to wear all the time. Exterminate was one of my favorite ones.
I love the Daleks. Didn't
Yeah, of
understand them. I don't know if they were creatures inside. I think
No,
they
they're
were
just robots. They're just robots.
No, there's like a little alien nugget in there. Right,
Really?
Atcha?
That's
Sylvester McCoy. That's right. Yeah, I liked him.
Don't know who that is.
Well, you should watch some Doctor Who.
I know. I should. I need to catch up. All right. I feel like we've talked way more than we should.
Really? How many people
It's
are
been
hanging out with?
7
people. Wow. Well, if you like listening to nonsense, you're in the right place here.
The memorable soundtrack.
All right. So
audiences were captivated by the superb acting of the cast, particularly Shah Rukh Khan, Madhuri Dixit, and Aishwarya. I should have you read this. It's more interesting when you read it.
No, I don't want to. I have a story. I remembered a quick story.
And the memorable soundtrack that includes. Gosh, I hate putting these on because it really does add like 10 years to me. Yes, let's hear your story real quick.
Do I look 10 years younger?
Yes.
All right, no. Okay, so probably most of you don't know who this is, but there was an actor who's passed away whose name was Dom DeLuise. Okay, and he was in a lot of movies. He was in a movie all the way back in the early 60s called Failsafe, where the U.S. goes to war against Russia. It was by Stanley Kubrick. You must know his name. And it was an excellent...
He was a serious role?
Yes.
Because Dom DeLuise is known as being a funny
comic
guy.
Yeah. And he's been in a lot of goofy movies and everything. Anyway, he was in a movie I was working on. I was the ADR director. An ADR director takes the actors in to the studio and they repeat or change the lines in the movie, and they speak when they see themselves speaking on the screen, and then we sync it up and it replaces that, like noise, airplanes, all that crap. We replace the dialogue. That's called ADR, automatic dialogue replacement. I don't understand that because there's no automatic anything. It's all manually done. Anyway, so he comes in and he's working on this movie that I was working on called The Godson, and it was kind of a comic takeoff on the Godfather, which you may have heard of. Anyway, so he comes in and he's like very nice and everything, and he sits down and he goes, "Can I get a glass of water?" I said, "Of course." So I ran out and got him a new glass of water, and he was okay. And then we had a spread in the back with bagels, cream cheese, chives, onions, all kinds of stuff you can pile on to a bagel. And I said, "Would you like a bagel or something?" And he goes, nah, not really. Maybe like a half a plain bagel.
Half a plain bagel.
Right.
Okay.
So I went and got him a half a plain bagel. He takes a little bite and he goes, maybe it needs a little cream cheese. So I said, okay. I went back, put some cream cheese on it. Anyway, long story short, I kept going back and adding things. So I had this huge piled up bagel with all this stuff on it, including salmon and all. Jeez. It was hilarious. I think he was pulling my
Dom
leg.
DeLuise was a big guy.
He was a big, yeah,
he was a big guy.
a little chubby. Yeah.
He definitely could have played a chef. He probably did play a chef in a number of things, but he was always like the guy who ate stuff. Apparently, life imitates art. Art imitates life.
He was a fun guy. I worked with
really?
Three of his sons.
Really?
All three of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, Michael, Peter, and the other one I don't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
Anyway, so
that's fun.
That's information you guys will never need, and I just told you. Oh, Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah, yeah.
I don't know if you know who Daryl Hannah is. She was in a movie called Splash and a bunch of other movies. Anyway, she came in and she passed out on the couch in the studio, and I couldn't wake her up. We had they were spending $600 an hour to record this, and I'm like, you got to get up, wake up. She wouldn't wake up. She was passed out from being drunk all night. And I finally woke her up, and we got her to do her lines. The amazing thing about it,
she was just doing like ADR. Or what was she doing?
ADR.
Oh, okay.
Just doing her lines. The funny thing about it is I expected a complete disaster, but she got every line right on every time, right away, first take. So I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Oh, Acha knows who she is. That's cool. Yeah, she was out of her mind. I'm telling you. And I literally had to kind of drag her over to the microphone, sit her down, and go, okay, now watch this, the picture, and then when you listen to the beeps, there's 3 beeps that go 1, 2, 3, speak. So that's how you know when to start speaking. Anyway, the funny thing is that she got everything right the first time, and I was shocked.
Well, I mean, hey, that's a professional right there.
She was really hungover.
You can function even when you're not functioning.
Yeah.
Or the non-functioning makes you function better. Sometimes they're just better actors when they're drunk.
Yeah, because a lot of actors in Hollywood used to be drunk on the set, especially back in the golden years, like the 30s and 40s. Everybody was drunk all the time.
That's right. Dean Martin wasn't just a charismatic guy. He had a little bit of liquid courage in him.
Clark Gable, Gary Cooper, all these guys were huge actors, and they were all drunk. There's only a couple that weren't, and that would be like James Cagney, and what's his name, Robertson. Yeah, see. I can't remember his first name. Anyway, he's a really famous actor that used to be he was in the early years, he was a criminal all the time in all these movies in the 30s. And then the best part he ever played was in the early 70s on a movie called Soylent Green with Charlton Heston, and you got to see that movie because it's very precedent for today. It's from 1973, I think, and Edward G. Robinson, that was his name, and he does this death scene that just tears you apart because everybody has to go die whether they like it or not, and then there's I won't tell you the thing, but it's like a surprise ending. Anyway, he did this death scene that was just so emotional and wonderful, and then he passed away right after it. Like it was amazing. I love talking Hollywood stories.
Old Hollywood stories, yeah. Well, there's a lot of cool like places here too that we should, maybe you and I should go, like take some video, like go to these iconic places, like where people shoot a lot of stuff or have shot like iconic movies, and do some like videos.
Yeah, we can go to the back lot at Universal.
Well, it's not even that. It's
and
just,
Paramount.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm talking about like restaurants and cafes and things that have been.
We should go to the restaurant where they shot Pulp Fiction.
Right. Oh my gosh,
the robbery scene.
Oh right, yeah. Wasn't that the 101 Cafe? What was that?
I don't remember. We'd have to look it
I
up.
think it's the 101 Cafe. Because I used to go there. Oh no, that was for swingers. Although I think they may have done. Anyway, there's so many iconic places here we could go to.
I'm just really into it, and everybody's still here. I can't believe.
Well, we appreciate these stories because we tend to ramble.
We're a bunch of rambling men.
I do have a fun like Dolph Lundgren story, but I won't get into that today because we've already been on for an hour. I'll save it for next time.
Yeah.
At any rate, that's it. Again, we want to thank you guys for getting us over the 50,000 subscriber mark. That was awesome. Sam and I had a nice little cheers with water. Probably try something a little harder next time.
I don't think so. All right.
But thank you guys for that. Look forward to all the stuff we're doing this week. We're going to start literally right after we're done here. We're going to start reacting to some new stuff, and we'll see you on the next live. I think we're doing this every other week, right?
Yes,
every other week. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks, unless you guys want to see more of our ugly mugs.
Our number one fan, Atya, is just amazing.
She's amazing.
Congratulations.
She's
amazing. We
amazing.
are very happy to hear from her.
She's amazing.
So keep those comments coming in because we need guidance. We don't know what we're doing. When we like it that way.
That's
actually.
true.
We like to know.
That's true.
That we don't know anything. So.
That's right. And Hassan, please send us anything you want to recommend. And Fatma, which has already given us a ton of stuff.
Okay, let me just copy that.
Let's write that down. And thank you guys. Well, appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate every one of you.
And we will, Fatma. That's on my list. That's on the top of my list right now.
Is it on the top?
On my list, yes. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to end this, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.